Sometimes your heart whispers things your mind can't understand. That's not confusion. It's God asking you to trust Him beyond logic. There's a moment in everyone's life when the road splits, logic pulls one way, faith pulls the other. You stand there, trying to decide which voice to follow. The world says, be practical. God says, be faithful. And somewhere between the noise and the stillness, your heart begins to speak. Following your heart isn't about emotion, it's about direction. When your heart belongs to God, He uses it like a compass. It doesn't always point to comfort, it points to calling. Sometimes it leads you to people who need healing. Sometimes it leads you into seasons that test your patience. But always it leads you closer to Him. You start noticing how peace feels different than excitement. Excitement is loud, peace is quiet. The heart God molds inside you doesn't crave recognition, it craves purpose. It's that tug to forgive when pride says no, to give when it doesn't make sense, to love when it hurts. That's the Holy Spirit leading. Think back to the times you followed your own desires. It felt right for a moment, but left you empty. Then remember the times you followed your heart after prayer. Maybe the path was harder, but the peace never left. God's direction might stretch you, but it never destroys you. You'll learn that following your heart often looks lonely at first. People may not understand why you walked away from certain circles, habits, or jobs, but what they don't see is the freedom you found. You traded approval for alignment. You stopped chasing what looks good and started chasing what feels right in your spirit. Each step you take in faith rewires how you think. Suddenly, your priorities shift. You pray before you move. You listen before you act. When you finally do move, it's not fear driving you, it's trust. That's the beauty of a heart led by God. Sometimes, following your heart means waiting. Other times, it means leaping. But in every case, it means surrendering the outcome. God doesn't ask you to understand the whole map, just to follow the light that shines on your next step. And when you finally look back, you'll realize every detour, every heartbreak, every moment of hesitation had a reason. Weren't mistakes, they were milestones. Your heart was never meant to lead you astray. It was meant to lead you home. Don't be afraid to follow your heart. Just make sure it's anchored in His Word. Because when God owns your heart, every path leads to peace.